everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing really well. Today I wanted to do a hopefully short and sweet video just showing you how I trim my side swept bangs. So right now they're quite a bit longer than I like to have them. I've just been having a lazy, laid-back summer and haven't really maintained my hair too much. So where's my longest piece? Let me see. We're like here. Those are super long. I could probably just keep growing them out if I was so inclined, but I actually just find that I always go back to kind of a much shorter side swept fringe. Every time I look at old photos, that's just what I seem to prefer on myself. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna try my best to make this tutorial really easy to follow along with, just in case you guys also want to trim your own bangs. I'll start off by showing you what I'm using. I'm just using a pair of stainless steel Goody hair trimming scissors. These are actually really old. I probably bought them about 4 years ago, so I just got them from my local Rexall, I think. So you can probably get these anywhere. I know Sally's has some really, really good ones, so whatever you have on hand, do not use normal, just like everyday household scissors. They are not sharp enough, they don't give enough precision, and I really notice a difference. Way back in the day, I've been cutting my own bangs for about a decade, and way back in the day I did just use our kitchen scissors when I was a teenager, and I definitely notice a difference. They always ended up a little more blunt, and like my cut marks, I guess, were always a little more obvious and a little more choppy. A pair of these, like an okay pair of actual hair cutting scissors, you can probably get for under $15 at your local drugstore or Walmart, and it's worth the investment because they last many, many years and they just make you look better. And I'm also going to be using a hairbrush. This is just a random Goody hairbrush. Normally I use a comb. I just can't find one, so we're going to roll with this today. Okay, so I'm going to start by sectioning off the actual bangs that I want to trim. So I just leave my part where it is every single day. I've had my part exactly here for many, many years. So that's where we're going to leave it. And then, because I don't have a comb, I'm going to use the end of my scissors. And I'm just going to kind of sort out my bangs. So just like that, down to my ear. And then I'm going to just take a clip that back like that, and this is what we're working with. So I actually am keeping a little bit more forward. I'm going to cut these into my bangs just because I like when the side of your side swept bangs is a little fuller. I don't like it when you have a gap here, especially when you wear your hair up. So like if I didn't include this bit, these would be my bangs. And then when I put my hair up, I'd have like this really awkward like emptiness that kind of looks like a bald spot. So that's why I want to add a little bit more to my bangs today. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to give that a brush through. I won't add all of this actually, but we'll see. We'll play around with it. So basically, the key to this is that while my hair is parted over here on the right, I'm actually going to be flipping the hair over to the right and cutting it that way. So that's obviously a super confusing sentence, so I am just going to show you. Okay, so I am going to be brushing them over to the right like this. And we'll leave that little chunk out for now because I'm not too sure exactly what I want to do with that. So basically, I'm just brushing them out all the way across, making sure that it's as straight as possible, and I'm going to cut them straight across. So this is what it's going to look like, and I know I want to take about 1 inch off, but for now, just so that we kind of do it slowly, I'm going to snip about that much off, and I'm cutting it straight this way, which I guess is actually on a diagonal. Considering my hair is brushed down straight this way, I'm going to be cutting straight across. And I'm just going to use my fingers as a guideline. And I just have a towel here in my lap. So then I'll brush it out, let it kind of fall down, see what I think. And obviously I didn't take very much off, so that still isn't as short as I would like it. So I'm gonna just repeat that. I'm gonna brush it all down, make sure I've got all the hair. Brush it over to the side again. And trim a little more off. Like that. Then I'll let it fall, brush it through, kind of sweep it over. And I basically just continue this until I'm happy with the length. So one thing that always works for me is I kind of try and keep it around the tip of my nose. So right now we're still very far below that when it's straight. So this is the tip of my nose and my hair still goes quite far below that. So I'm just going to keep trimming away using that exact same process, and it might take a few times back and forth, but I find that taking your time with it is key, just in case you do make a mistake, at least it won't be too short. So I'm going to take it over again, and I have a little bit more hair now from that piece. Like that. And I still want it to be a little bit shorter, so I like it to be like right at my eyebrow so that it doesn't hit my eyelashes basically. Obviously it would be longer than that if they were straight down, but when they're side swept, when they're cut short enough and I let them dry side swept, I like that they end up sitting kind of like there. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna keep going back, trimming a little bit, seeing where it lies until I'm happy with it. So I just want to show you one thing. So I'm going to gather up all the hair that I've just cut, all the hair that I've just cut. So this is the hair at the very front of my bangs. So you want it to be short enough that when you sweep it across, it sits just at your eyebrow or just above your eyebrow. So a lot of people think that to cut their side swept bangs short enough, they need to cut it like here, but it actually needs this length to travel to where you want it to sit, if that makes any sense. So while this obviously is too long, would be too long for your side swept bangs to start at, like too long of a length, when you sweep it over, it's exactly where you want it to be. And then everything else, because of the way that you're cutting it, you sweep it across, you cut it straight, the way that it all falls to the side is perfect, and it should all sweep kind of one piece after the other, getting just slightly longer each time until you're kind of just left with that. Okay, and I think that's good. I think that's where I want them for today. I might go a little shorter on the end pieces, but I think I'll wait until I give it a wash and let them dry naturally and see what they do. But that's pretty much how I trim my bangs. So you can see they're quite a bit shorter. When we started, this piece here was much longer. We're here and it was about down to here before. So yeah, this is my favorite method. It always works. I never screw up my bangs when I do it this way. And that's how I cut my side swept bangs. So one thing I do want to do, this is a little bit extra, you don't have to do it, but I just find that for maybe it's my hair thickness, my hair type, I like to take this extra step. What I'm going to do, I don't really need to feather the ends, but I do like to add take some of the weight out of the bangs. While I do like them to be quite thick, like I have a pretty big chunk of hair here, I don't like it when they're really heavy and they're really flat against your face. I just find that looks awkward, like from this side. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't. Maybe it's just all in my head. But this is how I fix that. So I'll take kind of the top half of my bangs, like that. Just give them a little brush through. And I'm actually going to do some like deep feathering just to this top layer. So, just taking these scissors and cutting straight up into these. While it might not look super different right now, it really does a lot to add some more dimension to the bangs and just kind of make them a little bit less flat. Especially, I'll notice it more once I wash my hair and let it dry naturally. Just adding in a little bit of feathering and layering to the top layer of the bangs just makes a really big difference in my opinion. So I'll take down the rest of my hair now, kind of show you what it all looks like. Just trying to get all those little hairs off my face. But that's that, guys. That's how I trim my side swept bangs at home. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you want more hair videos from me, please just leave your requests or recommendations in the comments down below. Those seem to be the videos that perform the best on my channel, so I want to give you more of what you like. So yeah, definitely keep in touch, let me know, and if you guys aren't already subscribed, I would absolutely love it if you joined the fam. So that's it from me today. Thanks again, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!